Hello everyone, welcome back to the video lesson. In this video lesson, we'll guide you on proper viola fingers and placement. There are several positions or areas of finger placement on the viola. But as a beginner, the first one you will need to learn is called first position. First position includes the first or lowest 5 notes that you can play on each viola strings. Since viola don't have frets or marks that show you where to put your fingers the way guitars do, one of the most challenging aspects of the learning the instrument is finger placement. On the viola, if you don't have your finger in exactly the right spot, even if it's just a hair off, the notes can come out sounding out of tune. The most common way to get around this issue is to place finger tape on the fingerboard that can show you where to place your fingers. Over time and after thousands of repetition, your finger will develop something we call muscle memory, and eventually you will be able to remove the tapes and play in tune without them. Most beginners keep their tapes on anywhere from 6 months to a couple of years depending on the students. To get started, you will need some finger tapes. You can find a roll or finger tape, or you can use a clear tape, a sticker, or color sticker or color tapes. You also need a chromatic tuner or a smartphone for tuning up your viola. And also you will need a pencil. You will first want to make sure your viola is in tune. You can tune it using a chromatic tuner or smartphone tuning apps. It's imperative to get its string exactly in tune before beginning to apply your tape, so you may want to check your tuning a couple of times. Once you tune your viola, place your first fingers 1 inch or less down from the top of the fingerboards on the D string and pluck the string. Look at your tuner and move your fingers around until the tuner reaches E, and the tuner lights up green with the tuner needles in the middle of the dial sign signifying that your E is in tune. Use a pencil to mark the spot on the side of your fingerboards and then slide a 2 or 3 inch long strip of the tape under the strings. And then press down firmly right by the pencil mark to go across the entire fingerboards with the tape and wrap around the necks of the viola. This will be your first finger tape. Place your first finger or index finger on the tape and pluck 1 string at a time, looking at the tuner to make sure it's read E on the D strings and then it's read B on the A strings. The second finger tape will go down roughly 1 inch or less away from the first tape. Adjust your second finger or middle finger on the D string until the tuner reads F sharp. Then put your tape under the strings and press firmly. Make sure that it's read F sharp and then C sharp on the A strings. The third finger tape will go down about ½ inch away from the second finger tape. Adjust your third finger or your ring finger on the D strings until the tuner reaches G, and then put your tape down. When the third finger is placed on the A string, the tuner should read D. Once you have put your tape, on the next step will be learn and memorize where each note in the first position is and how it corresponds to the tapes. You can look at the chart to see where all of the notes fall under your tapes. With the time, you will need to memorize all of these notes and become so familiar with them that you are able to identify them without having to stop and think. I hope this information has helped you, and I wish you the best on your musical journey. Thank you and see you on the next video lesson.